Top Morning Laddies, my name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Deku was one who destroys all. Yeah, and I, it was my first, or it had a different name, but I changed it to this because in the other one, or the original name was What If Deku was All for One's successor. But I changed it to this. So it's technically still that, but yeah. So Zuko, who was born with a rare power. Not a quirk, but actual ability to handle more than just one or two quirks. He could handle, and it also, or the singing ability that he was born with, is fusion ability. It allows the person to fusion the quirk with another quirk and turns it into his abilities. If he gets enough of those abilities infused into his body, yeah, things get demonic when it, yeah. So, waste no time at all. So let's go. Oh. And I'm also throwing in Zumi so that yeah. So, Zuko and Zumi were born. Here she is. And both of them, um, um, were born at different times. But then at age of 4, they go to Quirk Doctor. Quirk Doctor tells Zumi that she can become a pro hero if she wants. And she says, heck yeah. Because she has prior manipulation. And when he looks over at Zuko, he says, sorry, Zuko, you can't become a hero without a quirk. And after they left, Inko just like straight up abandons him, like fully, because they pay more attention to Zumi than with, yeah, way all the attention goes to Zumi. See? And yeah, Zuko ends up going. Or he was one day when he was only age of 4, or no, age of 5, he got kidnapped by the Quark Doctor. Or did that all stealthy mission thing. Yeah. So then he gets captured. God took him back to the villains' base. And All for One says, this must be Zuko Midoriya that you told me about. And yeah, as Zuko is terrified, like the same emotion of what Todoroki is having, as the then the court doctor explained why he had to capture him, because he was born with a rare ability that they never seen before, or two abilities. So then he took Zuko to his lab and says, "I'm going to test a theory on you. Oh, hope you don't mind." As Zuko, who was a little bit terrified of what he's gonna do, and All For One chose Zuko to be his successor. So yeah, but yeah, so then over years have passed. Let's say it's a time skip to 15. That was 10 years ago. Or that was a 10 years difference. Yeah. So then, basically, Zuko went from being a... Here, let's see where Zuko is at. Okay, where is he? Where is he? He goes from being this... Yes? Just soak it in. Just soak it in. To being a... This. Yeah. Over those years, the Quark Doctor puts in every quirk known to mankind. He even puts in the copied of, or actually puts in Momo's quirk. Yeah. And then everybody's quirk inside him. As his body, he's infusing them into his abilities. Yeah. So now he has now his mind, or he is now controlled. As, yeah. So it was pretty dark. So, and now we go over to Zumi. Or actually, Zumi is the same thing as what the the same thing as her brother, like from canon. And then, like, she goes through these, like, and she gets one for all, and she goes to UA. Yeah. But there was one thing that was missing from her life, is her brother. She keeps thinking about that every single day. And yeah. So then now it was time for yeah. So I'm skipping like a whole day, until we got to UA or USJ. I'm trying to figure out where the picture is. Oh, right here. So zooming is where Zuko is at. Thing right here. Come on. Right here. This and right here. Not that girl hole, but the here. Oh, let's set that there. There we go. So then, yeah. So they show up at USJ and they walk in. They get ambushed, but Zumi, he was surprised. Is she saw her brother walking through the portal with his red eyes. He's and he tells them that this is what he says in a dark tone. We are here to kill All Might. So if you guys don't want to be killed by us, feel free to just walk right out. If whoever, as All Might, or as, not All Might, as Zumi recognizes him as, yeah, as the Mr. Ozawa comes in and beats the snot out of them. And one of the quirks that turned into his abilities is self-confidence boost. So he used it. As every villain got boosted up. Like, it was like they became stronger. Their quirks are reacting to it. Because the ability or quirk, that self-confidence boost, allows the user to boost up the allies in strengths, speeds, and quirks, and their self to like dangerous levels. Yeah. So the villains are beating Mr. Ozawa around. As he says, how about we not try to kill him? As he says, it feels good to keep someone alive. As all the villains called him like master, and they all respect him as a leader. As Zumi is just realized that he's ignoring her. Like, he's not even paying attention to her. As he tells her, or tells him, that my Nomu friend wants to play with you. Nomu, play nice with him. Don't kill him, okay? Not yet, until one of the students radios in, or them running into UA. As all the villains, they know that as Tenya runs to UA, as he says, just like what I expect. As 13 says to him, what do you mean? You're expecting that? If Tenya goes to UA, then and tells the pro heroes to come, then I might have some real fun with him, or with All Might, before before villains become more crazy. And he's more of a leader. So All Might shows up, like Buster the Wall thing, like usual. Alright. Good to see you, All Might. As All Might, shall we begin? As All Might says yes, as he tries to do like that thing, but Zuko did it with both hands, or one-handed, at top speeds. As he says, you try to use that trick on us, as he throws All Might to the side of a wall. Yeah. As he giggles, as All Might couldn't believe that this kid is powerful. So All Might could sense that Zuko is a villain. And before he uses his attack, as All Might recognizes that attack as the one that All for One uses, as All Might, then Zumi runs in interference, as she tells her, or as she tells him, stop, brother, please. You're her in my way. So, as he grabs her, tossed her to his side, and as All Might gets furious, as he punches Zuko, but ends up missing a lot. Because when he tilted his head all the way, as All Might says, why he? As as the pro hero shows up, and Zuko did have a quirk before. It was actually flame decay. It's like fire manipulation, but it can and fused with Shiraki-sen's quirk. Everyone thinks it's Zuko's original quirk. I believe that too. So yeah. So then, yeah. So then the pro heroes leave. He's about to get shot in the knees, but the bullets simply, like, he moves so fast that the bullet is like it stops right in front of him, hits both of them at the same time. I had enough fun with you guys. Now it's time for my... he tells the villains ready. As he uses his own technique of fusion cannon. As he fusion all the villains, like his allies, into one body. Yeah. It looked like the one that I keep showing you. Where is it? Where is it? This one. And with all the villains' heads, and yeah. Just imagine all those villains fused into one body like that. And yeah, sorry. And yeah. So then he gets away. As his sister is tearing up, she couldn't believe that her own brother did that to her. Got her out of the way of his attack. And he kind of felt, or then after they successfully escaped, as the villain, a giant villain, was like, "We will destroy you." Yeah. So, basically, yeah. So then, after the whole thing, as yeah, now at the the villain's base, he shows up unharmed, not like what Shiraki-sen was on the ground, but Zuko, who was bowing before a TV that had All for One's voice coming, yeah, as the All for One says, "Rise up, you did good for being the successor. You surprised me on it, and you used your own abilities to boost the to boost up your allies' confidence, and you fusion them together to create a new creature. I'm very happy for you. You're the only one that I could stand." And yeah, and they were talking about their plans, and then now we transfer over to UA or USJ, as Zumi was crying. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Zumi was crying for the last 20 minutes. She couldn't believe that her own brother didn't even recognize her, pushed her off to the side, and as everybody's trying to calm her down, that as the most of the students are like, most of the students, like Todoroki, Momo, are saying that I never met, since we were kids, like 3 years old, we never, or he always was so kind heart. But now he seems different. Yeah. If he wanted to kill all of us, he could have just used that Omega attack. Or send his goons in. But did you notice that he never actually meant to hurt? He says that I feel playful. I hope that all of us are, so basically, Sports Festival, I'm skipping that. Camp Park, or actually, during that Sports Festival, let's switch over to Villains' base. As Zuko was just there thinking about any new allies. As Hero Killer Stain walks in. As he says, "You must be the League of Villains' leader." Yes. The I know that we both have two different motives. Sorry, give me a moment. Sorry about that. I literally had to blow my nose. So yeah, basically, so yeah, the Zuko tells him that he has different intentions than League of Villains, but he isn't into the whole and the hero killer Stain is about to kill or like pull out his knife and do like basically to slice. But then the sticky steel threads, as Zuko quietly says it, or thinks that, as Hero Killer Stain's strapped to the wall. As All Might tries, or not All Might, the Hero Killer Stain tries to break free. But then, of course, Zuko says, usually if I was someone else and you tried to stab me, I am not good with people that try to hurt me from in my presence. As he basically killed Hero Killer Stain, not Overhaul. But he drew the quirk right out of Hero Killer Stain's body. And the remains of it was zorbed. Or actually, Zuko zorbed Hero Killer Stain's blood thing, the one that mobilized, and it infused into his body. So now he has Hero Killer Stain's quirk as his ability. As Hero Killer Stain is now dead. And as he used one of his powers as the all part, as he touched Hero Killer Stain and straight up absorbed his entire body. Yeah. As it feels he killed Hero Killer Stain. Yeah. So now As the Kirigiri says, is that wise that you killed the hero killer Stain? I would rather have that than having him try to kill us, like injure us. As the more like that kind of look. Sorry. I have to itch my armpit. Quick. So, yeah. Basically, so now he's orbed basically everyone's quirk, and so now the hero killer Stain's death is unknown, and then Todoroki, or no, Dobby and Toga shows up. And Dobby says, "You must be the leader. I heard so much about you." As Toga says, "Me too, me too. I can't wait to." As she goes all crazy. Yeah. She's happy to meet Zuko Midoriya. She heard about him. As everybody keeps calling him the one who destroys all. Yeah. As Toga is happy about it. So, yeah. Now, basically, then more villains came into his League of Villains. Muscular even respects the guy. Hey. And Mustard and Magnus and the Moonfish. Yeah. Actually, and Mr. Compress, Moonfish was actually, instead of him being like food, or whatever, yeah, he actually respects the guy. As he takes a knee, like, bows before him. He becomes a, yeah, so Zuko went from being a lead, or the quirkless nobody, to being a leader of the entire League of Villains. And yeah. And yeah. So then he had assured, like he now him her, if there's any, if any of you try to immune or capture 3 people, yada yada. As he tells Musketeer that you have to work with Yeah, Todoroki, or the Togo, huh? Huh? And okay, as Muscular her understands what he's doing, he's putting teams of 2 or 3s to do simplest tasks. Okay? So, in Toga, make sure you don't kill Muscular. I said don't. Okay? As his aura was like, they all know that he's a leader. Yeah. And if you guys, don't worry. You guys don't capture him in about 3 minutes. Then at the fourth minute, I'll come up to like basically, okay? Yes, sir. As he already knows what targets he has his eyes on: Todoroki, Bakugo, and Dark Shadow. Because Zuko ended up um having a unique skill, copy steal. So it allows him to basically copy a quirk. It's kind of like stealing the quirk, but the person actually has the original quirk. Or, yeah. So and so then the now Camper, it ran smoothly, and 4 minutes were up, and they didn't get the person, so he jumps in and he took Todoroki, Bakugo, and Dark Shadow. Oh, and yeah, and knocks them all out. Yeah, so then that's why, as he's interested in hit their quirks, so Mom, or not Momo, yeah. So 3 people have gone, and they all teleport back, and yeah, as he says, no, for they wink, as he copies all 3 of their powers, or their quirks, turn them into powers. Owners. now as he feels great, as he throws then All Might versus All for One. Zumi wants to take battle between her and her brother to see if it's possible to break him out of the trance of being a villain. As the Zumi goes to their and she wants to save her brother, and she also wants to save her boyfriend. She has 2 boyfriends. Yeah. So basically then when she got to there, it seems an unfair fight between 2 versus 1. Anything interesting? How about 2 versus 2? As All Might or All for One says, I like where you're going. As Zumi comes in, and Inho couldn't believe that her daughter and her son, like her, are battling each other's. So Zuko decides, time for you to die, And Azumi tells him that I know that my brother's still inside your body. As for One says that your brother is now my successor. He'll do this. Yes. Go kill her. Use your powers. Yes, master. As he was actually getting controlled by All for One. As he comes in, punches Zumi in the face, or side of the face. Yeah. So now, please wait for part 2. Thank you.